what is SAP UA offering students and educators?
Yeah, so thank you very much for having me, and I'm pleased to say a few words about what we are doing at University Alliances at SAP. And regarding the offerings we have, basically it's threefold. On the one hand side, obviously we are trying to help educators to have interesting teaching material so that students, while they are basically still enrolled at the university and while they are studying in a specific program, that they have a chance to join SAP courses and to learn more about SAP products. That's kind of traditional, an offering we are having since many years. And due to the changes in the digital world, I mean, obviously we are also trying to include much more new products now. So there's a big initiative to include cloud products from SAP into the teaching offerings we are having for universities worldwide. And this is like the first element we are having. The second one, obviously, we are saying once a student has experienced SAP in a classroom, in a first class in the university or college, that it would be interesting to gain a little bit more practical knowledge and to really apply what they've learned in a project. So we have started several years ago so-called next-gen projects where we ask customers of SAP to create or to propose challenges for students so that they can work in teams. So it's not an individual format, but usually it's a group of students who work on a specific question or a real life question from a customer over a period of time. And that has been proven a very successful and very also very well appreciated format by students so that they learn a lot in those projects. And also, on the other hand, obviously from a customer perspective, they have a chance to see young talents. They get in contact with a young audience, and for them, besides the topic itself, it's also very interesting from a recruiting and career perspective to find new talents. And the third element we are having is the research area. We as SAP have for many years worked together with research institutions at universities. And this is like a topic where we are in our kind of youth strategy, or how we want to continue working, put more emphasis on that so that we collaborate with more universities on research topics. So that's kind of the third element we are having. We are not only offering our solutions and our topics to students, but I would also like to mention our Young Thinkers initiative, where we say education in MINT or STEM topics, depending from which region you are from, doesn't start at university, but it starts way earlier when young people are still in school. So that's why our Young Thinkers program is kind of the first step in a process where we say it's really important to create interest and awareness for technical topics among kids.
How has the pandemic affected SAP UA?
As for almost everybody, I think we all have experienced Corona in a very personal way, but also obviously in a professional way. And like the conference we just attended in the last 2 days showed that the new normality is very different to what we had like a year ago when we met as with a community in Magdeburg. So obviously also for us at University Alliances from SAP, that has changed how we interact with faculty members, also with students. But we also see like a lot of potential in that, because by using virtual formats, I think we also have a chance to collaborate and to interact more often and maybe also more closely with students, and also maybe to bring in our international aspect and the fact that SAP is an international company much more than in the traditional way. So obviously we see the impact which Corona has on the economy and our personal life, but I think also from my perspective, I try to focus on the positive things and maybe the things where it can change in a positive direction. I would like to mention in that area specifically our new digital learning initiative we have launched really soon after the Corona hit basically the different countries in the world. So from March until June, we had basically an offering for learners worldwide. So more than 50,000 individual learners joined that program and used our virtual and digital offerings to learn more about SAP products. We had more than 10,000 requests for certification. So people who said, okay, I would like to qualify and build my digital skills further, and that was something we really saw as a positive impact and a very good thing to mention.
And what are the future plans of SAP UA?
As I already mentioned, obviously we have listened to the academic community in the last years very carefully. We've heard several years ago already that the whole idea or the whole question of cloud offerings, the new strategy of SAP, the new products we are bringing to the market, this needs to be also included in the curriculum at universities, and that universities should have an option to use those cloud products of SAP. And it was mentioned at the academic community conference here in Munich today that we will make big steps forward in order to bring our cloud products to the academic world, and this is definitely something we want to further increase, and where we would like to collaborate with the academic community on that topic. And furthermore, obviously the three elements I just mentioned will continue. So the topic of teaching, of applied innovation and research, that will continue, but obviously now in the Corona times in a different way than we did it beforehand.